To walk number 3, and today we're going to go up onto that hill over there behind me. We're going to go up to the White Nancy. We're going to go on the route that I've got on the website, greatpeakwalks.uk, starting as always at this little bridge here on Clark Lane in Bollington, well, Kerridge, SK10. Look for the Lord Clyde and park between the two bridges. All the postcodes are exactly the same, so if you park between the two bridges on Clark Lane, you can't go wrong. So all you have to do is take the straight route down onto the canal towpath and follow it. That's little Seb behind me. It's going to be fun today. There's quite a few sheep, so he's getting back on his lead. So if I suddenly have to drop the phone while walking down the canal, the video link, don't worry about it. It's me getting in. Wildlife is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if you can see that. It's not very clear. It's quite a distance away. A nice little heron doing his fishing job. And just down the canal, not too far away, we've got Kerridge Wharf, where most of the boats are now up for being rejuvenated and cleaned up over the winter, and we'll catch up when we get to the place over the winter. All these boats here, mostly used for day trippers and people having holidays over the summer, and they come here for a refurb. And there's the dry dock there. That used to be where they used to bring in all the stone from the quarries up at the top, and you used to come down Raleigh Road, which is just by that green boat there. It's looks like it's been painted up, and they used to ship the Kerridge stone all over the country from here. Okay, this is where we come off the canal at the next bridge down, bridge number 28, Beehive Bridge. It's called that because there used to be a mill that used to sit along here and used to make ribbons, and it burnt down many years ago. This mentioned on walk number 2 was where there was a big canal breach, and everything, all the water went straight down into the valley down there and flooded half of Bollington. Okay, we're going to go off this bridge now, up the stone steps, and take a right. The bridge now, looking down onto the canal, just down there, lovely. And the building you can see over in the far side, over there somewhere, is a Delphi mill. It used to be a big cotton mill. Right, we're going to go this way towards Beehive Cottage and up the lane. It's a beehive cottage, only about 30 seconds from the bridge, and what we're going to do, we're going to go down this way and move out of the way of this car. Okay, car reversed. We're now going to go all the way around here, as in, well, basically the same track as in walk number 2, and you pass these houses, and then the walk will take you all the way up this little track here, all the way up to Kerridge, and I'll see you at the top. We're at the top of the cart track now. It ran all the way down to where we just left. You're at Dawson's Farm. Now we can either go 2 ways, and I'm going to go over the road and up past the house with the bay windows, up High Street, and then past the clock tower at Endon House. Now going this way, it is a fairly steep climb, only a little bit, up to the clock tower. You can walk down to the memorial and then go up Raleigh Road, as in walk number 2. Okay, and there's also another way that you can get up to the Nancy if you don't fancy walking up this road. Come on, Seb. If you want to walk up this road, is to actually take the turning here, and then you can walk through the back gardens and over there you go. You can walk up that track there, and it brings you to some walkways that are flagged, and you can walk up to the Nancy that way. Okay, top of High Street, High Lane, sorry, and these absolutely brilliant little cottages. Originally, the quarrymen's cottages and farmers' cottages, and well, they've still been built up, bought up, extended in places, but it looks absolutely gorgeous up here. Top end of Kerridge. Okay, the clock tower is now coming into view. There it is. That's Hendon House. It used to be part of the old quarry, Hendon Quarry, which is at the top of the hill. But fancy having that in your back garden. That's Clayton Tower, and you'll find that on walk number 2. Okay, we're just going to go by the side of the house, up this way, and then we're going to climb up the driveway up to Hendon Quarry itself. Okay, from Hendon House, the far side of it, you've got a way up, which is walk number 2, which takes you up to Clayton Tower. That goes up there, and you can just see through the trees there the bridge where it brings you out, where the path brings you out. It is very steep going that way, but we're going to go this way, a little bit easier. This is part of Raleigh Road. It used to be a railway track, a tram track, to bring all the stone down from the quarries and down to the wharf at Kerridge, where we saw all the boats being done up for winter. So I'll see you at the top. The driveway from Hendon House, which is just to my left, and we're up at Hendon Quarry. Now, just before the gates, there's a footpath that leads you straight up to the top of the ridge. I brought you this way today because I find it the easiest. They're a bit of a duff foot, as they say, and you can just about make out the quarry in the distance there. Okay, so we're going to walk across the road now and take a right to just before the gates, and you'll find the footpath. Hendon Quarry now. Nice little warning sign there. Red flags are flying. That means they're going to chop off a bit of that over there and deliver it somewhere. It's quite expensive, Kerridge stone, nowadays. They're only allowed to mine it every now and again, so there's only about 2 or 3 blasts a year. Right, footpath runs to the right, and it goes straight uphill from there. Up, as you can see, all the leaves are falling. It's the 3rd of November, and you would have heard somewhere on one of those clips a nice little noise in the background. Well, that was just the road sweeper. I waited for him to get out of the way, but he wouldn't. He was going slower and slower. That's just typical. Right, onwards and upwards, and when we get to the top, there's a nice little stile, a gate to go through, and wish this dog would just stop pulling me. Here, this is what it's all about. In front of you there, just zoom in a little bit, is Alderley Edge. There's a big fault line that sank years and years ago, and right in the distance, I don't know if you can see it, I'm on full zoom now, but right in the distance you've got Frodsham and the Welsh Mountains, and then going this way, looking up towards Bollington and Winter Hill. Behind us, if I stand up, we have a lot of sheep, and we've got Rayno village in the valley, and up there is the top of the hill. There's a trig point, top of Kerridge Hill, Kerridge Ridge should I say. Okay, we're now at the top of the path. There's a path, and there's a gate that runs up to the top of Kerridge Ridge. Zoom it back in again. There we go, that's a bit better. Right, we're going to go that way. We're going to follow them people that you can see, and the farmer as well with his dog, bringing all the sheep down this way, which is annoying my little Seb something wrong, because he wants to go playing with them, don't you, Seb? Yes, he's not going to, he's not allowed. Right, and the White Nancy is about half a mile away. Okay, we're halfway down towards the Nancy now, and I forgot to mention that this is actually a part of the Gritstone Trail that runs from Marple Way over through Lyme Park, which we've got a walk on the website, and actually Bowstones is on the Gritstone as well, and you can actually follow it all the way through over the top of the hill there, and then it carries on the next hill behind, past through Teg's Nose, through Mac Forest, over Shutlings Low, and it finishes off somewhere about 40 miles away in Kidsgrove, down near Birmingham. So if you want to fancy the whole lot, just 40 odd miles, don't worry. Right, on to the Nancy. Okay, we're nearly there, we're nearly into where the White Nancy is. Follow through, beautiful scenery, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All the leaves, I love it at this time of the year. You've got about 2 gates to go through. The last one is just at the end of this path here. You can see it just in the corner, and Seb's going to take me there. He seems to know his way around here, he's only been once. We'll be going into the field where the White Nancy is, which you can just about make out over the top of the wall here. There we go, we'll meet you at the Nancy. Top of Kerridge Ridge. From here the views are absolutely brilliant. No matter what the sort of day, it's a bit overcast today, but you can still see Wales. I'm going to switch the camera around and you can have a little look and I'll tell you exactly what you're looking at. See, looking straight at it, you're looking down into the valley there. There's Bollington and Potshridley. You can just about make Potshridley out, and then when you start going up that hill at the far side, that's Bowstones at the top. That's there. That's Bowstones. Back down into the valley. That's at the back of Line Park, by the way. Into the valley we go, and we've got Savio House, which used to belong to the people who built this White Nancy. And then further round we've got the hill right in the top there. That's a mountain, that's Shining Tor. That's on our route from Coy Valley. You can go right to the top there. You can just about make out the little thing on the hill, little transmitter thing, mast. That's where that's the Cat and Fiddle pub that's shut at the moment. We've got Rayno Village down at the bottom, and if I move just a little bit further around here, at the top there you got the top end of Mac Forest, and if those trees had been copsed and knocked down, you could actually see the top of Shutlings Low, which is on our walks as well. There we go, we've got a GPO tower over in the far distance there. That's on Bosley Cloud. And then panning around, keep going, we've got all the quarries are just below this tree line here. And then we go past the trees, past that bush there, and if you can just about make it out, we've got Jodrell Bank, which is just by the trees, and right in the distance we've got the whole of the you can just about make out the Welsh mountains, and you can actually see on a very clear day, you can actually see right to the Orme at Llandudno. And a bit further along we've got Alderley Edge, and right in the distance you can see I'm on full power here now. You can actually see the power station at Fiddler's Ferry, and that'll be the River Mersey estuary. And at night you can actually see the bridge that they built over at Widnes. We've got Manchester Airport. Is that white building? The white building's right at the far end, and just there, can you see it? That little white blob next to a white building, that's a Vulcan bomber. That's Woodford Aerodrome, or was Woodford Aerodrome, and sadly they're building millionaires' houses on it now, not the houses that they said they were going to build. Strange, isn't it? Good old Manchester over in the far distance, and we're back to the White Nancy. Okay, we're going to go down the hill now, back into one of the forests. To your left from the White Nancy, come down this little hill here and you'll come to this gate. Come through the gate and then follow the path all the way down into back down to the bottom, to the main road, to the road. It can get a bit precarious, I think that's the word. Quite a steep way down. That's why I brought you up through the quarry, because that was the easiest way up. You can go directly down from the White Nancy, but if it's wet, I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it at all. Okay, right, down through the forest we go, and we'll follow that little pup. Great little forest. Right, we're nearly at the bottom. About 100 yards to go. It's not too far. It's only about 250 yards to the top, because it's quite a steep climb. There's plenty of stairs. It's one of the easiest routes up, but not the easiest, as I've already pointed out. Right, now then. Oh, this is actually meandering through one of the old closed down quarries. It closed down years ago. No one actually remembers the name of it. Can't find out. Surely someone somewhere will know. Right, nice little glade there, and we're going to come down to the gate and onto a little track that takes you up to North End Farm or down to the Redway Cottages. Okay, we've come to the gate. It looks like someone's taken the gate off and just put a little what's it there now, just to make it known. We're down onto the track. We're going to go left now. Seb, we're going to go left and walk our way down this way until we come to the road, which is Windmill Lane in Kerridge. We will then go over the fields, and then we'll come back out onto Higher Lane, where I pointed earlier. Okay, we're at the bottom of the track now. There's a track behind me. You can walk up to Clayton Towers and back down through the way we came, or we're going to go right. You'll come to a little notch in the wall. If you go through there, over it, it's going to be fun for me and the dog. Oh no, he's done it. It's puppy proof. It wasn't puppy proof. And follow this path all the way through, past all the houses, and you come to Higher Lane. Path all the way down till you get to these white gates here, up to the old cottages, the quarrymen's cottages. It does carry on all the way through, but I want you to go this way, down this whole driveway here, and this will bring you out more or less where we got into the village. And it's a very short, simple way back. Okay, and there we are. There's a little cattle grid there, just watch it if you've got a dog. We're going to back onto the Higher Lane now. If we walk down to the bottom, turn left and walk through the village, that'll take you onto Clark Lane, straight onto Clark Lane, and you find your car, or you can go back via the canal the way we came up. Okay, so if you turn right, down to Clark Lane, and that's it. We're at the memorial now, and that's Raleigh Road. That's we were at the top earlier on, going up towards the gates of Endon House, and that runs all the way down across there, all the way down to Kerridge Wharf, and that's where they used to bring all the quarry stone down. Okay, if you carry on walking straight, follow that car, about a quarter of a mile. If you've parked where I said, or I've told you to, or asked you to, be polite, you'll find your car in about a quarter of a mile. Okay, for myself, Dave, hope you enjoyed this walk, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.